Hey everyone, we got some great news coming out of NIO's recent earnings quarterly conference call. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video here. So let's get right into it. Of course, it wasn't all great news for NIO, but in the second quarter, NIO delivered 23,520 smart electric vehicles. So that was a bit of a disappointment from investors. In fact, the first half of the year has been a you can argue has been a disappointment for NIO stock investors. Although the company did highlight something that was really good news for investors, and that was that in July of 2023, which was not included in their second quarter, NIO's monthly delivery volume grew rapidly to 20,462 units, representing year-over-year growth of 104% and a new monthly high for the company. Now look at that, 20,462 units in just 1 month when they did 23,520 in the entire quarter. So the good news is that NIO's deliveries are ramping up and it looks like it's getting better as the year progresses, as management has been forecasting. Management has been telling investors this was going to be the case because they were rolling out new models. And so now the company thinks the delivery volume in the third quarter of 2023 is expected to be between 50,000 and 55 or 56,000 units overall. So it is going to slow down a bit in August and September of NIO's third quarter because they started out at 20,462. If it was remaining at that pace, that would have been over 60,000 units delivered for the third quarter. Instead, the company is forecasting just 50,000 to 55,000 units delivered in the third quarter. And this is partly due to a change in the company's policy regarding its charging network. It is no longer going to offer free battery swapping. And so after that's going to be after a certain date. So folks that wanted that deal with free battery swapping had to hurry up and buy the cars in July. And so that's partly what boosted sales in July. It was a pull forward in demand, which is not going to persist according to what management thinks for the rest of the third quarter. Although what is likely to persist is the popularity of the new models. So the company started to deliver the Smart Electric Touring, ET5 Touring, or the ET5 for short, and the flagship SUV, all new in June, the ES8. So the company rolled out new models, and there's another model coming out in September. So this is fueling the demand, the increase in sales, and the expectations for NIO in the third quarter. And in September, like I mentioned, they plan to launch and deliver the new mid-sized coupe, the SUV ES6. So together, these new models are driving demand for NIO. People are coming in, they're test driving the cars. The management mentioned that they're averaging about 100,000 test drives a week. And so customer interest has increased, and the second half of the year looks like it's going to be much better than NIO's first half of the year, and certainly that's great news for NIO stock investors. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.